Mormons is have additional books. The Book of Mormon and Mixture of All Things. And they come to my door and they say, you know, do you believe in Jesus Christ as I do? Do you know if you died today, will you be with Jesus tomorrow? I said, no, I won't be with him tomorrow. They said, well, see, I told you need to believe in Jesus. I said, I'll be with him tonight. And they looked at me, oh, right. And I said, it says right in the Bible. I said, if you believe in Jesus Christ, when you die, you're with him. I said, what are you talking about tomorrow? I said, well, we have this book. I said, what book do you have? He said, the Book of Mormon. I said, let me read you a part of the Bible. Do you believe in the Bible? He said, yes. I said, read this last part of the Bible. After this book, or take away from this book, you'll be cursed by God. Now be careful what book you have. Because it's like it spreads all these different types of false religions are spreading like wildfire. Cults and rise of cults, and we have to end here, we'll pick up next week. In the 60s, there's a rise of secularism in science. A godless society, many people were searching for still a belief system. We take away faith in people, like the church, or any other religion that they have faith in. They now are searching for something that has meaning. Because after a while, science doesn't have much meaning to it. You know, because, you know, you're worrying what's going to happen to me when I take my last breath. And it's like more than just, you know, facts and figures and, you know, living and dying and having kids. You know, isn't life more than that for me? And so they have a thirst for spiritual nourishment, even though they don't believe in Christianity. They have a thirst for something. Thirst, you know, or organized religion. So cults give them a kernel of truth, create an illusion. Self-gratifying revelations, such as Eastern religions with gurus. You know, when I was in McGill University, I was the same thing, Montreal, the gurus. The Dalai Lama. Now, I was in Virginia with Dalai Lama. A whole group of clergy, we were having a clergy conversation. Are you going to see the Dalai Lama? He's going to be the national church. I said, why would I go? And they said, of course, he's a wonderful man. Yeah, he is a leader. I said, he claimed to be God. So I said, no, the God's but me. I said, I'm not going to be defiled by him. I said, he's a man. He's not Jesus Christ. I said, I have a Savior. I don't need another one. Thank you very much. And they're all like ticked off. That was a church. That was a church saying it should go. See how subtle it is? Heaven's Gate, we talked about that. People's Temple, Jim Jones. Budapest, Manson's family. They all had it. The Sun Moon. He was another guy. Other cult practice to flourish of spiritualism, horoscopes, tarot cards. Opposing, my sister was doing like crystals. I said, what are you doing? She said, well, crystals. You know, I said, that's against the Bible. I said, you know, you don't get magical things. I said, from crystals or tarot cards or anything. I said, that's spiritualism. And I said, it's wrong to do it. But people get led astray. Taoism, Buddhism, Sikhs, all these things creep in when Christianity becomes less prominent. When secularism becomes important. And then you have Satan doing his little tricks. And that's how it gives rise eventually to the Antichrist, because he's got you. You're vulnerable. Oh, don't listen to this Jesus. You know, don't listen to Jesus thing, because, you know, he's come and gone. But, you know, here I am. I can solve all this problem.
So are you saying the Antichrist will blaspheme God? And that's how you know he's the Antichrist?
You'll know he's Antichrist because there's only one Savior. And then Jesus says, anybody comes claiming they're the Christ or it's a false Christ and not true. So he may look wrong. Jesus is not coming to the end of the world until the end of the world. I mean, the very end. The Armageddon, the last battle. You'll all be, if you believe in Jesus Christ, you'll be gone by that time, taken out of the world. But the people left in the world were looking for someone to help them. Because where do all these Christians go? Oh, it must be aliens that took them. Yeah. Only Christians? You know?
Kind of crazy now that they're actually saying there's aliens out there now, and
that's right.
UFOs and all of that, and they're starting to...
Yeah. Everybody's getting all revved up about it, you know?
Yeah.
So, this is how Satan works. He's going to put doubt in your mind. He's going to come in an attractive way, and you're think, oh, this has got to come back. As long as people, this is Jesus, come back. And he'll fake his own death. He'll have a mortal wound, he'll rise again, a mortal wound.
And Christians will be persecuted, right?
Yep.
I mean, like, they're going to do away with Christianity, pretty much.
It's coming already. What you see today in the church is not going to exist in the future. You'll be running for your lives. You don't think that could happen in North America? Can't say. Same thing happened in Afghanistan. I knew the bishop. Uganda. I knew the bishop there. The archbishop, when Idi Amin took over, he promised Christianity protection, but he got more powerful, and he wanted to take over everything. The church was blocking him from doing it. He went to the archbishop, and he got in there with his this is a true story, got in there with his henchmen, and they came to the archbishop, and they put a gun to his head, and he says, now, kneel down to me and confess me as God, not Jesus. And he wouldn't do it. And so they shot him dead. He said, I'd rather die a Christian than not. And then my friend, who was the bishop, not the archbishop of Uganda, had to crawl out of Uganda on his hands and knees and get his family out to get escaping from Uganda because they were after him. Anybody's a Christian, they were killing. And that was the 100th anniversary of Christianity in Uganda. They were just celebrating it in Uganda stage. Anyway, we have to stop right now, and we'll pick up next week talking more about cults and what to look out for cults, because good Christians are in cults. They are.